Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So I have a video here that I would love to react to that says these strong and independent women realize they need men. Ah, whoops. Feminists in the mud, guys. Let's see what the video is all about.
Boy only works on one type of girl. Really, only one type of girl.
I'll hear her out. Hold on.
And those girlies are words of affirmation girly.
No. You're dating out of your league, sis. That's what that means.
The women today, I see so many that are frustrated because all of a sudden the good guy, they say, oh, she got the last good guy. There are a million good guys out there.
But it doesn't feel like it.
I know.
It feels like there's a lot more good women than men, in my opinion.
Oh no. It's so funny, the narcissism.
Standards. I could pick a guy that is good enough.
Yeah.
Like, will do.
And we'll be obsessed with you.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I don't want that.
Out of my league. What up, guys? Welcome to the Just Curly Things YouTube channel and welcome to my reaction series. Today, I'm going to be reacting to Whoops, this strong, independent woman can't afford her luxury lifestyle anymore. As you guys know, a lot of women are going to be unemployed because of AI. A lot of women have useless jobs in the market and AI is going to replace it, starting with OnlyFans. But before I start, make sure you get a Women Shouldn't Vote t-shirt, as you guys already know. Women, I mean, look at what's happened since we got the right to vote. Get yourself a t-shirt and make...
Everyone deserves to vote and be voted for. What do you mean? Does it mean women should not run for prominent positions? What's Bear even insinuating? Like, I don't understand. Please, 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 please. Don't dare it.
Make sure you tweet at me your pictures of you in your t-shirts.
Being an independent woman is just like so exciting until something happens and you could really use someone who's extra strong and extra tall, okay? I am painting my bathroom, okay? But you have to wait like 30 minutes in between each coat. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go make dinner while I do that. But then I was like, you know what? I have to go clean the dishes in the sink, put them to dry. So I had them drying and then I was like, I'm gonna put them up like where they belong, okay? Then I had my little utensil thing, this thing, sitting right there, and the stove was over there. Had it sitting right there. I go to put the scissors in, okay? Except somehow, and all the hullabaloo, it went right behind the stove. So I just had to like pull this stove out from the wall, okay? And you have to lift it up to pull it because there's like a ledge. And then it's disgusting back there. And they dropped all the way to the bottom. And like I am not tall enough or nimble enough to somehow get down there. So I was like, brilliant idea. I'll use kitchen tongs because I'm really gonna have to like bleach it. Anyway. But I still, with these, my arm's not long enough to get over there. And also, I have like a pretty tall sink area, and so I was like, I don't know if I can climb on top of there and like somehow lay down to get all the way down. So I end up basically planking on that much counter, and I somehow get the scissors out with this. But then I see this, and like I've already washed it like 4 times. So I was like, well, then I have to clean that because like that's absolutely disgusting. So now I'm cleaning that on both sides, waiting for the 30 minutes to be up because I was like, well, I gotta wait till the next 30 minutes to cook my dinner now because of all this hullabaloo. And I can't get the stove back in. Like it's just jutting out into the kitchen. Like I tried pushing, and the door of the oven concaved. So yeah.
There's so many little things that we take for granted that men do for us. Most women have no idea how much the men in their lives do for them. And we take it for granted every single day. And a lot of times women give up a good thing because they don't know what they have until it's gone.
2%.
If you are wondering why you can't find a good man, I just want you to listen to these questions and see if this matches up with you, okay? 1, you are always falling for boys. 2, your love language is words of affirmation. 3, you can't really stay in a relationship that long, or you're in situationships a lot that just end up with you having your heart broken. If any of those are you, let me tell you why this keeps happening. Boy only works on one type of girl. Really, only one type of girl.
I'll hear her out. Hold on.
And those girlies are words of affirmation girly.
No. You're dating out of your league, sis. That's what that means.
So if you like someone telling you all of the wonderful things about you, oh, I'm gonna do all this stuff,
Lies.
but then they never.
It's always the men that know how to sell dreams. I mean, obviously, it's the men with the experience. That's what they gotta do.
really do what they say
They're just, you know, it's women shooting too high.
they're going to, or they just like don't really want to hang out, or they don't text you back. That's a boy, and buck boys love to talk. And you, my girly pop, love to listen. This is the thing. Me, personally, my love language is not words of affirmation. It is gift giving and acts of service.
I'm just hoping the women today, I see so many that are frustrated because all of a sudden the good guy, they say, oh, she got the last good guy. There are a million good guys out there.
But it doesn't feel like it.
I know.
It feels like there's a lot more good women than men in my
It's so funny, the narcissism. The absolute narcissism. It's the men, not me.
The girls that zoom in quickly, and they do zoom in. They see there's a good guy walking down the street, they're going to grab him.
Yeah.
The ones you're going, oh, maybe I don't like the way he's got his hair combed, his shoes look terrible. Those girls don't think of that. They see this guy, they see that he's going to make a good living. He's sort of cute. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Well, it depends, I guess, how particular you are, because if you are a particular person,
Yeah, see, it's like the women of the past telling these chicks too picky.
I don't think you're ever going to get around to being the one who's like, oh, they'll do.
Yeah.
Like, you're like that. And that's great. But I'm an overthinker.
Oh, yeah,
and I
that's
think that
correct.
would be very difficult for me to do.
Yeah. It almost feels like the conversation
Gotta
about
be perfect. Are you perfect? No, nobody's perfect.
settling versus like
Yeah.
having
What is settling? What is settling? I mean, by this logic, it's like you can't settle for something you don't qualify for. What is settling?
standards. I could pick a guy that is good enough.
Yeah.
Like, will do.
And we'll be obsessed with you.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
But I don't want that. I want to pick someone that.
Oh, my God. You're
Out of my league.
Emily, goodbye.
No.
I'm going to be on a walker by the time the two of you make a commitment.
Even
I think women are more commitment phobic than men nowadays.
the face of an older lady saying,
Games.
this is what women do when they want to be kept. You're wondering why you can't have a good man or can't find one? There's plenty of them. You just focus on the wrong things. This is what you need to be focusing on. Even in the face of that, rather respectfully, they say, oh, well, I don't want to settle. You don't want to settle for being taken care of, being taken out on dates, getting that princess treatment that you're talking about because he doesn't look the greatest? Newsflash, some of these women out here don't look the
I don't really believe in the whole princess treatment. I say life is hard. It's time to help, chicas.
greatest, but they're married. Why do you think that is? It's not settling. It's she's cute to me, and I think in tandem with these other qualities, she is wifey material. But society has programmed you to think that you're settling for a man that has a good job, but maybe his shoes don't look the greatest. You could literally just say, babe, we got some money in the bank. We can go get you some other shoes.
Period.
Maybe you could change that shirt. Well, why don't you get this hairstyle? Simple solutions that you, as a modern woman, cut relationships off for. You gotta stop. Well, I'm fine.
As simple as that. Like, how? That's part of what you are bringing to the relationship. Help your partner to get around things. You don't have good fashion sense. You can assist. You can step in and assist. You don't know how to cook. You can help out. That's part of what you are bringing to the table.
Being single and lonely, you're going to have to be because you've put yourself in this position. Well, I'm fine being hit in the face. You're going to have to be. You've been talking trash. If you're a bully and you go up and you're messing with someone, people are going to say you had it coming to you. Am I condoning violence? Absolutely not. I'm just giving you an example of how modern women think today. And then when the result happened, well, I'm fine with that. Newsflash. It was always going to happen. It was just a matter of time. That's what the wall is. It's not to disrespect you, but it's only a matter of time until your attitude and your ego and your pride runs up against a wall, and you're going to have nothing to show for it. And you're going to be
Yeah, because at a certain point, your character is supposed to take you through the rest of your life. But no, and it was kind of known, like the older women would know at some point, beauty fades and it's important to have family, community, character. But now it is me, my feelings, me.
Values.
bad, and you're going to need therapy. Be careful.
He can decide who's gonna work and who's not gonna work. So he's chosen the black woman to work, but we think we have arrived. Somehow we have
Women choose to work. We make our bed.
misinterpreted that. We think because we got the jobs and we the money, we all that. It's a false sense of power. And we strutting our power around in front of our men, making them pull back from us. And we wondering why. Our men are crossing over. Chinese, white woman, anything that shows femininity. Black women don't know that we're just being completely torn apart and broken down. So we will not have no appeal to this man. He doesn't want to.
Everyone says that I'm still single because my standards are too high. So here's a list of small gestures that make me really happy. So on list number 1 is buying me a house.
This is just a little quick PSA.
Buying you a house? What? You guys are getting houses?
Want to be INDEPENDENT if you know what that means. I should
Lose weight.
we have a husband to be dealing with these car.
Then lose weight. Because you didn't lose weight.
Air on my back tire, and I don't want to do it.
Another man in the bedroom with him. It's role reversal. So now you're working hard. You start feeling like a man. And when you start feeling like a man, all of a sudden you don't need this man that God gave you.
I don't even understand this gender war. Can women calm down? Enjoy the first role God entrusted you with. You can't be wiser than God. He knew why he created men and women different. Who don't want to be taken care of? Who don't want to be under a man's authority? Who don't want a provider, a protector? That's what men are for. They're there to protect you, provide for you, care for you, be the leader. Not all men though. I'm not speaking for all men. The reasonable ones, the reasonable principled men that want to be a husband, father. Why can't you just come down and enjoy what gave you just a role, and you want to play 2 roles at the same time? Gosh, I wouldn't want to be honest.
Role reverse and you go get a woman. They seeded you for you never chose it. They have been grooming you for over 400 years so that when you finally make a choice, you will choose to be the man.
So have never worked on me. Now, my friends
Doubt it.
always get caught up with the boy. Why?
Friends, right, okay.
That I did some analysis and found out there's a correlation. You are succumbing to these words these men are saying because words are easy.
True.
Boys like to make it as easy as possible with as limited work as possible. They love it. They eat it up as simple as they can. So they'll romance you. They'll say all the things you want to hear, but then they won't follow through. Ever. So my advice for you, I guess. If you are a words of affirmation girly, please be conscientious of their actions and their words combined. Don't just listen to the things they say. Really look closely at the things they do. This is going to save you so much heartbreak.
And dads used to do this. There's a reason that they kept us away from, they'd be like, stay away from that boy. And the woman would be like, no, I love him. And the dad would be like, get him out of here. There's a reason. There's a reason. And in all the movies, it's
Sweet
like,
mouse.
my evil dad, but they're just looking out for you.
So much time by just analyzing them before jumping in.
Bitch that's saying that she's happy to be independent and lying. I don't want to be in an independent era. I don't give a fuck about that. Who the fuck is happy to pay bills by themselves?
Attire.
Nobody.
I wonder.
I would rather choose.
I mean, that's just kind of part of being an adult. I'm not with this. I have a nuanced view on women working. I have a nuanced view. I think women should stay home with the children, yes. But I think before you have kids and after your kids are older,
Walk.
I mean, it's not about being useless. Like, you could do something. I know, like,
Exactly.
80-year-old grandmas. I mean, honestly, they can do, they work around the farm. It's like they have more energy than the 20-something-year-old. And now we just have a generation of, like, useless women that just want, like, this
Lazy.
princess treatment. No, thank you.
And that's where I'll leave it today. Quite honestly, this is the attitude that all strong and independent women should have. And you know what? I'll make an amendment to that statement, because there's some women out there that are strong and independent, but they've gone through some mishandlings, so it's harder for them to trust. I'll leave space for that. But for the vast majority of strong and independent women who have been taught by society to be this way, will choose being strong and independent over chewing dirt.
But they're never strong and independent. They're always getting their money from a man, a loan, or debt.
Chewing dirt could
I
be
mean, occasionally. There's like one or two, but
likened to being
usually their viewers are male. Oh, wow.
brought low, being humble. And I'm not saying that if your man asks you to kiss his feet or chew dirt, that you should do that. My only thing is your attitude. How do you treat him? Are you too high-minded?
Exactly.
Do you think that he and everyone else around
Are you worth spending
they
for?
are not good enough? They can never match me. They can never equal me. And because they can't, then they'll never be good enough for me. Girl, you ain't doing nothing that ain't been done before. You ain't making no money,
Exactly.
breaking no barriers that ain't been done before. I'm not saying that you're not unique. I'm just saying how you think
I will.
your move
I'll say that.
here ain't really it.
It's actually interesting when you start looking at history and you realize nobody's really that unique. Like, they had crazy ladies all throughout time. Even there's writings from the 1800s of men saying that women's standards were too high. You know, I mean, this isn't new. It's not new.
You getting your bag and bringing in clients, but bruh, you really think most dudes gonna overlook that attitude that you got just because you got a mansion?
Yeah, like women think that looks can override their character, but it only works for so long.
And a Ferrari, and you pulling in about 600K a year? They gonna wanna wife you? Hey yo, give me an allowance.
They're not wifing anybody. Like, you think Drake's ever gonna have a real wife?
200, and you can say whatever you want to say. I'm being facetious, but I think you get it. It's time for you guys to come up out of the clouds and hopefully find a guy. But that's just my opinion. Until the next video.
Yeah, and this is the thing again. Most strong, independent women are in debt. They're not really making money like that. They maybe work in retail and have some side gig on Instagram where they don't make money. Maybe they're on OF, or maybe they have a human resources job. They're not really independent like that. But let me know what you guys think.
No matter how delusional women are, emotional we are, everybody deserves to vote and to be voted for. Vote. When it's time to vote, all women should come out and vote. Everybody is not a modern woman. It's not everybody that is delusional. It's not everybody that is a modern. We have right thinking, traditional women. Modern women are really getting out of hands. I don't even know what they want. They are confused. If you like, grant them male privileges, gender equality, and everything they want. They will still not be satisfied. Just because they don't know what they want, they are bored. They just come out and be ranting. They don't even know their left from their right. That's how confused they are. People should stop paying attention to this modern, underage women. Stop listening to TikTok women. People that have not faced reality. People that don't understand what this life is all about. They are just on social media ranting about. Stop paying attention to them. Let's be able to learn also from this video. I'd like to repeat in the comment section. Please, you can support me by watching, liking, and subscribing to my YouTube channel. Be at peace with yourself and with all mankind. Bye bye.